Almost ready here, friends. You know me. It's a rolling hot mess. Just kidding. Had the camera upside down and screen covered. Here we are on the live stream. See if I got the audio working. Looks like it's working. Microphone's good. Everything's good. I think we're good. Glasses are crooked. Hat's a little crooked. Brain's a little crooked. That's all right. Anyways, so here we are. Wednesday night live stream. It's me, Colorful Carl, out here making some art. It's going to be fun. Got a bunch of NFTs to mint first thing, so I'll probably do a little NFT minting demo for some of you wonderful human beings, and then I'll make some more art. I still don't know what I'm doing. I might do another little face. Haven't even picked a face out. Frankly, I literally have been working since like 10 o'clock this morning, so here we are. I'm just gonna keep grinding, having a good day, having some fun. Z started his live stream, so if you guys are on YouTube, please check out Zarek's stream. That's my son, if you don't know. So that is youtube.com/ZanyZstreams. I'm putting that in the chat. Launched his first little stream tonight. We're just having some fun with it and stuff, but love to get some support for the little man out there. So he's going to be trying to build that up and make some money on it, you know, do his thing and just have some fun. I'll be streaming with him over there a bit as well. So just, you know, some father-son bonded time, excuse to play video games with my kid. I don't play video games very much anymore, even though I love them. I just would rather make art and like do things like that. So anyways, things are going good. Can't complain. I do need to mint some NFTs though, so let's flip it on over. And we'll be minting NFTs, waiting for people to show up to the stream tonight. So the first one I need to mint is this one I did way back in the day for Rhiannon. This is the Yoga Flow piece. This kicked off my actual yoga collection. I think this was like the second or third stream I ever did. So Rhiannon's badass yogi doing this pose here, which is a feathered peacock. Picha Mirasana, I guess is how you say that. Anyways, turned that into this on one of my early streams back in 2022. So that's been over 3 years. Ooh, wow. Look at me, I've been doing art a long time. Crazy sauce. So I'm gonna mint an NFT for her here shortly. I got one more category. So when you mint NFTs, you try to create collections and have descriptions and assets and things that are thematic and different across the board. And so I took a few days to sort that out. So I think about 2 weeks at this point. So I wanted to do that before I just started minting them, because just chasing everything around as immutable blockchain records is not the most fun, if you can imagine. And then like messing things up, and it's so permanent sometimes. It's a little nerve-wracking. I'm trying to find Rhiannon's handle. I side quested a lot, Lonnie. That is sort of the core of my life, is just one revolving side quest. I try to just keep coming back to sanity whenever I can. Dude, I saw this lady in my thing real fast. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, Rhiannon's awesome yogi, so I'm gonna drop her handle in the chat. Not in the chat, in the description. So we got it here. All right, cool. So let me show you guys how this works. So we're gonna be doing these NFTs on the Voi blockchain, and I promise we'll get to doing art in a little bit. But we've got 7 viewers, so let's do the thing. So first things first, I'm gonna start from the top. If you want to follow along, you can. And by the time I'm done with this, you'll be able to buy other NFTs of mine, and I can give you some. I'll actually give anybody a little bit of a Voi crypto. So if you go to this website, Kybissus, I'm gonna put it in here. I think that's how you say it. Create yourself a new wallet. You'll download the app, plug it into your browser. This is not for mobile typically, or people don't usually use it on mobile, I guess. Looks like they do have Android. What do I know? Anyways, I installed mine on Brave. You can pick your preferred browser. There we go. I got whole words tonight. Let's go. So this is a wallet that works for Voi. I think it has some other blockchain abilities as well, but it's a Voi wallet. Everything in this community is made by the community, which is pretty badass. So once you have a wallet, it'll look something like this. You can see all your little NFTs and stuff in it, and whatever you got, assets. You know, I got a little bit of Voi and some assets. This is not worth $1 bajillion, unfortunately, but it will be one day. So anyways, once you got that, you can go to I Buy Voi, and you go here, and you can literally connect your wallet. And then you can fund with Base, fund with fiat currency. So you probably click fiat currency if you wanted to use a credit card. It'll connect to your wallet. So let's just click on that. And then you can do set up your wallet. I buy voice or okay. Oh, cool. So it connects with Coinbase. So you just create a new wallet, or you can import from a backup file. Don't want to do this on a live stream and share off all the addresses, but you can make a wallet here, so you can skip the Kybissus phase if you want, I believe. If you have any struggles with this and you're following along, let me know. At any rate, if you make it there, you can send your coins to your other wallet. I think that's going to be a custodial wallet. I don't want to get into all the weeds of that, but long story short, let's get on over here to mint this NFT. Again, if this is interesting to anybody and you're following along, just let me know after the stream and I will set up a call and help you through it. So that'll be fun and you have a little bit of support on that front. Let's see, what are we doing over here? I want to go to... just going through my bookmarks. HighForge. All right, so let's go to HighForge. Boom. So I already have this set up. I'm actually not going to use this particular one, so I'm just going to go ahead and launch a project. All right, so in this case, I've already started a little bit. So what kind of project you have? My images are fully formed. NFTs, I just need to launch them. Boom. So upload your collection. So this is my collection. This is my image. This is going to be Rhiannon Flow, and I have my little layout here. So I've got all my little things set up. So I'm going to just start transposing those, if it were, as it were, so that we have all that information. So the artwork's here, looks good. Random mint number, trait, that's fine. That's all fine. I'm going to edit that trait. No, delete it. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll call it Yoga Flow. That's fine. So I'm gonna let me change this title. All right, just trying to make everything consistent. Title's fine. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna add a trait. That is the new official name, Rhiannon Flow. Okay, cool. I'm going to add another trait. New options here. Okay. So category is title. And this is going to be mood. Okay. All right. So then we're going to have these mood traits. We're going to have. We could do that. Cosmic calm. Bruh. We're just gonna do one on the stream tonight. I'll do the rest of them later. Okay, so then I can do a, okay. I haven't really played with this as much as I'd like to, as you can imagine. And I should probably start backwards if it's gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna start backwards. So it adds the last thing on top. Okay, so add. Okay. So category is going to be pose. Cool. Pose. Boom. Pose trait name. This is the feathered peacock. And because I also care about my yoginess, we're also going to have the Sanskrit name. How do you? I'm just going to spell Rhiannon's name right. Rhiannon, and then we can also have we live, Derek. We're minting an NFT. Then we're gonna go back to doing art. I'm gonna do a face piece, I think tonight. So. Oh, so it makes me redo that. Okay, I'm gonna do this differently then. So we're gonna do model. Okay, boom. Trait. And we're just gonna put her Instagram handle in there. I'm gonna check her out. I think she instructs yoga and stuff as well, which is cool. Boom. Okay, I can make that work. We'll just keep it here while we're waiting for people to come up to 7 viewers. Minting some NFTs on the Voy network. Let me tell the people at Voy that I'm doing this. They'll probably be pumped. Give me 1 second. Drop it into Twitch, to TikTok, Twitch. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Some chat somewhere. Too many chats, too much social media. Makes me crazy. It does, yeah. It makes the record on the blockchain. So we're going to keep going through this. So creation date. So we're going to add a title, unique category, creation date, and then we're gonna enter a trait. Boom. Done. Okay, cool. Look at that. Looking good. Looking good. We're gonna do an artist note. This is gonna be crazy. We're gonna see if it lets me do this. This is kind of like my little description of how I made it. So, category, artist note. All right. Boom. Nope, that wasn't it. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Actually, I don't quite like that. Let me rewrite that real fast. You are learning NFTs, friend. Appreciate you. All right, cool. All right, let's do that. We're gonna do head trait, unique category, artist note. Doesn't need that extra S, probably. All right, so yeah, this is the tedious part of minting NFTs. I spent days and days kind of organizing all this stuff, so all this stuff would be in every NFT. I didn't do this to start. I just kind of whipped out 3 just to see if anybody would even care about my art and want to buy the NFTs, and they are, which is amazing. I appreciate you all for that, my friends. So is there a shift enter? Nope. Recording link. Yeah, you know, we can just do one link and make sure that's the right one, and then that'll link to the second one as well. Yeah, if you see, boom, part 1, more. Okay.
Am I muted? Am I muted still?
Let's see. I think that's the right one. I want to try to put them both in there. Let's see if I can make that work. Promise we're not going to be here all night. Appreciate y'all's patience. Trying to do this right the one time. Okay, so we're going to go back to recording link. Boom. Cool. Yeah, whatever. We should do 1 and 2. Yeah, that's how we should do it. Part 1. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna do it right this time. Like a real adult. Let's see. Part 1. Boom. Okay. Part 2. Boom. Okay. I've been trying to get to this, for a long time. Like 2 weeks now. So, doing it right now. So unique category. So we're gonna do recording link. Okay. Boom. 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 Got recording links. Part 1, part 2. Somehow I still messed that up. Dude. Come on. Just the little things. I mean, if I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it right. So, recording link. Boom. I can have multiple. Yeah, okay, so that's how I thought this worked. So then that should go like that. Alright. So if I do that, okay, part 1, and then I should be able to add a trait. Theoretically. Okay, come on. See, you can add more models, more traits, another artist note, but where is... Maybe I have to do another category and I can come back. We'll try that. Okay, so technique. I just don't think it's used to having this many categories. So that's all right. I'll be able to adjust this. So let me go back to that. That's fine. So add category, recording link. Gov reposted the stream. Thanks, dude. Sup, Ice Age? I'm trying to finally mint these NFTs, bro. Sorry for the delay. I'm just like, you know, busy running my company and a giant nonprofit and, you know, all the things out there in the world that I do. Started a live stream with my son today, so he's got his own little thing going. Damn it, where are these quotations coming from? So I should be able to have multiple traits underneath a category. It's just not working now, unfortunately, which sucks, but it's okay. All a work in progress. Alright, so that should be good. There we go. Now I'm just gonna keep it moving. So we're just gonna do technique, add category, boom, boom, enter trait. So we're gonna do digital painting, Photoshop, photo reference, watercolor underpainting. Yeah, cool, cool. Those will be the traits. Let me see if it works better up here for a second. Sorry guys, have a little trouble with the site. So it's all work in progress stuff. All right, so got the recording link, technique. All right, how's everybody doing? Let me engage with you guys a little bit here. All right, so we got the techniques. Slap those in there. All right, we're almost done. We're almost done. Palette. It's fun to have all the cool categories. People can collect all the, you know, different ones they like. I'm pretty sure I can just upload a Excel document too with all these categories in it. Digital token, that's just another word for NFT. Well, I guess it could be a lot of different things, but like a piece of crypto is a digital token as well. All assets on blockchains are digital tokens, so if that makes sense. Model, mood, palette, pose, recording technique. Oh, these are alphabetized. I was all worried about the order I put them in. Stupid. Hey, I'm learning with you guys here. We're all learning together. All right, so I just put a 1 up there, so it would be take it to the top for the name. And then artist note, creation date, model, mood, palette, pose, recording link, technique. We got mood in there, we got palette, we got technique, recording link. Ah, man, I kind of want to order them how I want them to be, but I wonder if there's a way to put the name at the top. I wonder if I just put a space in front of it, if it would work. We're close, friends. How many people we got? We got 21 viewers. Let's go. So it's definitely some feedback I'll have here. Damn it. Double checking we got everything. Creation date, pose, cool. Alright, so we just need the name. Oh, okay, so I can go in here and hit all the little pieces. Oh, guys, I gotta do this. I gotta do it right. This is the worst part about being OCD. What's up, Tank? So you can add another recording link there, boom, so I can have the 2 separate links broken out, you know, for part 1 and part 2. Okay, I was just thinking it wasn't going in there right. Man. Anybody completely frustrated with me yet? Let me know. I'll just move on to making art. So artist note, creation date. Well, that's not the creation date. Okay, so we need. Yeah. It's fine. We're just going to do it this way, and I might remint this another time. Just want to get it done. So we're going to go down, and we're going to do add unique category, and we're going to do name. But I want it to be at the top, so if I underscore and hit name, I can just call it Rhiannon Flow. Okay. Could I add more images? I wonder what that would mean. What if I could add like, no, let's not even mess with that. Nope, I wanted to do new project. All right, so this one's gonna be my body flow series. Boom. All right. Just put my little description in. Human forms caught mid-stretch, mid-breath, mid-becoming. Yoga, acro, and figure studies filtered through my neon daydreams. Models get full credit, poses get named, and you get a front row seat to the poetry of movement. Here's the rights and terms for NFT holders. Subject to review from me at any time. Could give you some cool access to cool things. Just all depends on what we're doing. Does not give you full copyright access, but you can do prints and cool stuff, personal use, all that sort of thing. And we'll do a space body flow. Cool. And then we're going to do this. And then we're going to put a little unit name here. There we go. We're going to do a little thing here. Remember that if you collect 10 of my NFTs, you get a check out all. We're going to do colorful. carl.com/NFTs. All right, and we'll sort that out later because that doesn't even go anywhere right now. Don't get excited. I don't want people like getting 9 NFTs and then 10 and selling and going back and forth trying to keep getting committed. I've got to earn them every time. Anyway, so that looked good. We're just going to use, that's Zany Z's streaming logo. That's super cool. We're just going to use the same image of Rhiannon for the collection set. Might update that in the future, but don't really know right now. We're just gonna do that. We'll see how that works. Boom. I want to have early access. Nope. Oh, public launch. We can do today. We can do right now. Cool. %, future royalties. We're gonna do a bajillion voy. We're gonna start it at 1,000,000 voy. Someone already gets this one. I just don't want someone to steal it. But if someone buys it for 1,000,000 voy, they can have it. I don't know how much 1,000,000 voy is, but it'll work. Damn it. And then we got we're almost there, friends. Continue. Gotta change the couple words. The poetry of the human form. There we go. It's a little more to my liking. So not all gonna have movement in them, right? All right. I'm doing it. Let's go. Launch this bitch. Launch body flow. Woo! All right, so transaction summary creates projects for your storage page. Boom. Set up the smart contract. This is, 2 voy. That's another 1 voy, 3 voy that we're talking about fractions of a penny. So people talk about how like this is a bunch of money and it's expensive to do. It's not. It's tedious if you want to do it right and have all the details like I just demonstrated. But now here we are. Project launched successfully. All right, that happened. Now, so the first one is you create the project. That's like the album that everything goes in. And then you're setting up the smart contract for the individual NFT. So that first thing was 2 voy. This one's 0.01 voy, right? And just for the record, so we just spent voy, so voy to USD. And this isn't a proof of work coin. This isn't like some super high energy consumption coin. So like there's no huge environmental impact here to be concerned about. This was let's see, this is how much money we just spent. You ready? And this is rounded up, truncated. We spent that much of a penny of USD minting our NFT. So I could literally mint every piece of art I ever made and not spend, maybe spend a penny, maybe. But here it is, body flow, boom. So then I'm going to mint the NFT myself, which will cost another 2 fractions of a voy. Sign it. Let's go. Okay. Now I owe this to Shelly, who won it last week or 2 weeks ago. So that's been signed. So let me pull up Shelly's address, wallet address, and I'll show you guys how to send the NFT. And then we're gonna do some art. Let's go. All right. So Shelly won this NFT. Where are you at, Shelly's? Shelly's wallet address. Boom. So public wallet addresses. In case you want to send Shelly a bunch of money, here's Shelly's voy address. All right. So that's what an address looks like. That's like someone's house address, right? If you wanted to mail something to my house, you'd put my house address in there and mail it, right? So I want to send this NFT to Shelly. So I'm going to go to another page that's also in the Voy network. You could do this from the wallet, but I find it to be a little easier to do from the marketplaces. So I'm gonna go to Nautilus, go to my wallet. I think I'm just nosing around real fast so I can show you what to do once I've actually figured it out. Listed, unlisted, collection. Cool. All right, so I went to nautilus.sh right here. All right, and I go to my stuff here, my little page. And I go to collection. These are my NFTs. And you'll see this one right here. I have these guys. That's my domain. That's also my wallet address. So that big, long, crazy thing I put in the address, that's public address, right? But you can get it reskinned with a Voy address. So mine's colorfulcarl.voy. So we go to body flow. We're going to click on it. Man, my throat keeps getting clogged up at night. Excuse me. All right, collection items. Boom. So go there. I'm going to transfer it. I'm going to put in my buddy's address, Shelly. All right, I'm going to go back and double check the last four of Shelly's address. DUIFQ, DUIFQ. So that looks good. We're sending it. Transfer. Wallet pops up. You sign the transaction. Cost me another fraction of a Voy. And this NFT is going to get sent to Shelly's account. Boom. Transfer completed successfully. All right, boom, that's it. So you guys, I took you through the whole process, start to finish. Took way longer than I wanted it to. But I had to set up a bunch of stuff and do all the things. And that was the first one in that collection. So what I'm not going to do is make you guys suffer through 2 or 3 more of those that I need to do tonight. But I'll do those after the stream. But anyways, so we finished this piece last week. So let's pull this guy up and check it out. This one was super fun. We will mint this as an NFT soon. What I think I'm going to start doing now that I'm getting into a flow with this is allowing people to mint last week's NFT. Excuse me, the last NFT I completed on the previous stream this week or something like that. Like, it would be fun. I'm trying to figure out a way to reward people for showing up live. So if you weren't with me last week, this was one of my Faces of a Mad Artist collection. So this piece started off with a sketch from my father from way back in the day. Looks something like this. I don't know why that's not showing up. There we go. From his notebook, 1970 something notebook. And I turned it into this by the end of the stream. So just adding in layers and crazy shit and just having fun and pulling in images of space photography and nebuluses and all kinds of stuff. And then obviously drawing and just putting my own creative spin into the whole thing. So it's like part digital painting, part photo bashing, part sometimes photography, sometimes I layer in some stock images. I put my hand on all of it and make sure it's all unique and has artistic integrity in the process of it, though. So let me grab some notebooks here. Let's grab something to get started, and then we'll probably end up finishing it next week because I didn't think that was going to take me so long. So let's see here. See if I can find something new and inspiring. You know, I was trying to do this before the stream, but as my life goes, I pretty much am always busy, and all moments of my time are kind of generally spoken for, so I have to just squeeze it out all the time, figure out where I make it all work. So all these, I have stacks, and like this is my dad's old company, the Official Shit Company. So when I was a kid, he had a bunch of these, and I used to actually sell them in school. That's how like I got my entrepreneur chops. And he would give me all these little notebooks that he'd get printed for like 75 cents. The ones this is like the old school jams he did, I think in the late 80s. But then we did like a smaller pocket version. And I remember like getting in trouble so many times in middle school because I'd sell these everywhere. You know, it says shit on it. Oh no. Like, so I used to hustle notebooks and t-shirts. And, you know, I would get in trouble all the time. But I'd make money to buy video games and do whatever I wanted and trade with people. And it was really cool. And it got me excited about entrepreneurship, and I didn't even know what that was back then, right? That it was just more like, oh, this is a way I can make some money and have my own little hustle. This piece I just found is cool. That kind of speaks to me. What do you guys think? Just kidding. Other side. Boom. That one's kind of neat. Let's swap out the big screen. This one could be cool. I think I can play with this one. Yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, I could look through a million more and probably find some cool shit, but... Ooh, that one's neat. Wow, I haven't... It's funny, like, I've had these notebooks now for years. And it's like every time I open them, it's just something new. I haven't, like, extensively got in there ever, right? Ooh, he was doing some weird figure studies here. This is cool. Maybe I'll do that one another time. Let me take a quick shot of this one. Where the fuck is my phone? And then I'll start on that one. Start getting crazy with it. Have some fun. Oh man. I love when your phone tells you to clean your lens if you want a clearer picture, you filthy animal. Cool. All right. So then I'm going to drop that over yonder into my Slack. Cool. So we got Convoluted Edge still leading with the biggest tip. Ison still got the most diamonds. I don't even know what those are. I think those are from Twitch. Anybody on Twitch, you can get in there and drop diamonds. I think we'll go ahead and do the NFT thing tonight. So biggest donation tonight gets a free. Well, it's not free, but because you're donating. But biggest donation gets a reward of a NFT of their choice from my unminted NFTs. So happy to keep doing that. That's always fun. So where is my stuff? $39 viewers. Let's go, friends. Sometimes my brain just doesn't work. I'll be looking for something and I can't even remember what I was doing. But I have been up for a lot of hours on the grind, having fun, making art and shit. Alright, so today's date is August 13th, 8/13/2025. Boom. Of course I put in 80/13 because that's helpful. It's always fun to see all the crazy stuff I've been working on throughout the week. You know, you never know what the fuck's gonna be up there. I should probably like look at that before the stream. Oh man, I have this in like my template now, so I get to look at my beautiful wife's face every time I start a new project. Can't beat that. Alright, let's get in there. Alright, cool. So I got my picture. And I just realized I think you guys are still on like Carl's giant fat head mode. Nobody needs that. So let's do that. Let's move this. Let's switch out from giant fat head mode. Alright. So we got this. Throw that there. And let's go. Trying to think of how we should position this. No, I'm not worried about that just yet. We're gonna turn that on. File, save as copy. JPEG. This is going to be the 0. All right. So again, I'm probably just gonna work on this for like 30, 45 minutes, give or take. Nothing too crazy. I just wanted to start some art tonight. I didn't mean to take so long on the old setup over there. Never went live on TikTok, so I'm gonna fix that real fast. Silly TikTok. Alright. Yeah, TikTok used to be able to go live with the rest of my stream, and then it's just like, we're too cool, so we don't want to do that, which is pretty annoying. Whatever, TikTok. Too much ice in my drink. Not enough water. Alright, since we got 39 people, y'all do me a favor. Go here and support my little guy. Hold on. Go live. TikTok's gonna be a pain in the ass. It always is. Go live. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, TikTok. We're live. Go. Go team. Throw you over there. Minimize TikTok. Alright, so youtube.com Zany Z Streams. Please go give him a follow. My little 14. He's almost 14. He's out there trying to make a cool little page. We're gonna be gaming together. Be fun times. No creeps and weirdos. I'm out there. I'll be watching all of it like a hawk. I don't know what that was, but it seemed like significant, you know. Anyways, cool. All right, so let's do this here. Get that little piece, jam it in there. Boom. All right, then we'll get back up here. We'll go levels and actually, I kind of don't mind the little purpley color tone there. You know, I haven't done a horizontal piece in a while. This is feeling horizontally to me. Rotate clockwise. I don't know why I'm worried about this right now, but whatever. Yeah, I think horizontal is gonna be the play on this. Let's see what we can do here. Well, let me start off. I always like to slap in some of Dad's art. So, reference bank. Let's see if I can find something cool that I have not used before. Guess I should let you guys in on the exploration over here. These are pictures of the floor at the studio. Even the floor was awesome looking. So what could like speak to this ethereal madness? There's a photo he took. Dude, I gotta do something with this one day. Just that's me jumping in the pool the summer before last. Just being an idiot. That already has a face in it. Just trying to stitch it together in my head a little bit. So I have the image up here in reference, and I'm just kind of like trying to see, you know, hey, would that work? Would this work? I rendered some fire rainbows with Dolly. I don't know. Kind of not trying to play with any of that stuff anymore. Fun experiments, but I got another bank of art of Dad's. Let's see. No. This is my folder aggregation of Dad's shit. For 3 years I've told myself that I was gonna get in here and like sort through this. Here's the studio over top of the Jewish mother in Virginia Beach. See if it loads. Might take a second. Oh man, this is like warms my heart. We like redid all the floors in here, and it was sort of just like gutted and never cleaned up and like finished, and just all of his art everywhere on the walls. It was like peak Cleanthus Studios. It was pretty damn cool. I miss it. I miss him. His birthday is next month. He'd have been 82, I think, yeah. Never made it to 82. This is kind of cool. Yeah, no. Some of Uncle Mickey's artwork. He was crazy too. Uncle Mickey was a badass artist. Let's see. He has since passed away as well. He did some cool shit. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go with this one. Ooh, that one's good too. They're not going to preview much bigger than this. You guys probably can't see him as well. You can see him basically as good as I can. This one's pretty bright and nuts. And that one. Yeah, okay. I got an idea. Let's just go with it. I lost it. Fuck. There it is. Alright, see if it gives me a hard time. It probably will. Adobe Camera Raw. Don't care. Cool. Alright, yeah. So look how cool that is. That's beautiful. I actually like it upside down. which is great. Gonna use some generative fill to expand the painting. So I like to use this to kind of like, what would else be out there or whatever, you know, like what would this look like if it was a little bit larger? I'm gonna get some water. Nice. Little chaos. Some of these are cool. So these are like all, it gave me 3 options, right? Like, I sort of like this one. Okay, so I'll do that. And then, but it's, you know, it needs a little work. So, you know, so Adobe, you know, according to them, which, you know, I don't know much about Adobe, so take it with a grain of salt. But they've apparently the data set they've used to create their models and their generator was based off of works that they had the authorization to use. I don't have the details of that, and you know, giant corporations are about as not trustworthy as you can get in general, but I do think it's probably still a more ethically sourced data set than, like, you know, some of the other stuff on Stable Diffusion and those models that they were built on top of. That, and, you know, as I'm using inputs of like my father's work, like this specific scenario, and I'm bringing this up because I do a lot of advocacy work for creatives and designers, and so a lot of the conversation right now is around people's data being stolen, intellectual property rights specifically, their art, their work, and being put into these data sets. So I try to navigate the space and understand the tools and be mindful of, like, you know, what's happened and how we can do these. We can use the tools and figure them out and navigate the space while also not compromising all of our rights and all that sort of stuff. So it's a delicate walk. I don't understand why I can't get this to adjust. I'm just trying to increase the contrast and it's not really doing anything. But that seems to have worked great. Apply layer mask. All right. This is kind of nuts already. I love like how light and beautiful some of my dad's paintings were, and how dark and insane these faces are. It's sort of a nice juxtaposition to smash them together, you know? This is one of my favorite paintings I have in the house here. Let me throw this in here for some texture. It's too flat for me right now. Then I'll paint on top of it and have some more fun with it. But so here, let's do that. Save. New file, save, and then we'll save as copy. Then we'll do a little JPEG. One of these days, I'm gonna create an action for this that makes sequential numbers. I'm sure it's doable. I just don't care enough. But it would have saved me a lot of time. Maybe one day one of my fans will do it for me. Here, Carl, here's the thing, so I don't have to watch you do file, save as, and pick the number every single time. That'd be super cool. Alright, so we'll do that. Copy, paste, boom. Close that, no. Alright, we'll throw this in the back. Jack up the contrast on it and the saturation. Make it a little crazy, right? Play with some levels on it. Move the levels up a little. Some of that white. Why is my levels not working? Oh, because preview's not on. Ha! Ha! Way to go, Carl. Professional. Professional. It's always something. So I'm just going to use this to add a little something over that. It was looking a little flat, right? So we got some overlay. So look at that. It already looks crazy and cool, you know? Man. It's going to be a speed paint if I ever did one. Alright, so I'm going to... This is the face. This is the texture. This is the background base. Oh man, I was making a Laura of a bunch of space images so I could create unique images from open source or Creative Commons. I don't know which one it is. Space images from telescopes and stuff that are all funded by public taxpayer dollars, so no one owns the license to the. Or everyone is free to use them, I should say. But I haven't finished that yet, but it's on the list. So then I can use that for some of these, like when I want to add in more space textures and stuff. So like, let me see, a copy, a file, new. Give me 1 second. I keep getting notifications on the stream like something's happening, but when I look over here, it's like there's nothing happening. I don't know what it is. Like it sounds like messages and shit, but it isn't. Cool. So I worked a prompt out of a GPT I made that's all inputs of my images and my text and my descriptions to help me create a prompt to render a space themed background that I can layer over top. So that looks pretty cool. Cool. So then I can do this up here, play with the levels. Copy layer style. I love to do this. Paste layer style. So it's just adding in. I didn't want to do that though. I think I'm going to do like a screen. That overlay is probably fine. I want to get rid of the dark. Alright, I'm not going to mess with that just yet. I'm going to leave it up there. Space. Always got to have a little space in there. feel like. Maybe not. Maybe I'm playing that out a bit. All right, let's add some more. Well, I like this blue in his face, so yeah, that's kind of neat. We'll do some pink up here. We'll grab some more pink over there. And I like this kind of purple swooping out of his eye. A little swoopy purple. It's already amazing. So my idea is that like I'm taking colors in the background and just gonna make this all sort of like feel like it goes together. What I don't want to do is get caught in the detail. I just want to make something quick, fun, light. For a few months I was just getting too wrapped up in all the little details. It was sort of cramping my style. My dad was amazing at just whipping out a piece of art in like 20-30 minutes. It just felt magical, and I try to channel that, but sometimes I get lost and I get too caught up in trying to make everything perfect and detailed and obsessed with all the little things, you know. And look, time and a place for that, right? Like, that's just, I want to do some more of this for a few weeks. I just was stuck in those other pieces for too long. And I love that stuff. That stuff's like more in my style, if you will. But this is light and refreshing. Feels good to do. All right, so now I'm gonna go in and just sort of start adding in, you know, 50% opacity on some of this stuff. So still got 42 viewers. Let's go. What do y'all like me so much for, huh? It's funny, you go to any one of the streams anybody's on, it'll say like 2 or 3 people or 5, but like all of them together are a bunch. Alright, so then we're going to do filter, blur, Gaussian blur, cool. And I also do want to take this texture, I want to, I want to filter noise, reduce noise. I think this might need to come over here more. And maybe get bigger. Actually, I think I just put it back and make it bigger, yeah. All right. I don't know if I like this, but we'll see. Oh, something there's cool. Oh damn, I just realized my little side cam hasn't been on the whole time. Y'all can't see my hot mess express over here. Actually, it's not that crazy today. That's good. Anyways, let me get back on this face. I think I want to make a backup copy of the face. Throw that down here. I wanted to actually dodge and burn some of this. Let's do filter noise, reduce noise a lot. We'll do it again. Alright, I think I'm gonna need to clean out the eyes some, so get some sort of creative expression in there. What up, Z? You done streaming?
I've been streaming for a bit.
Okay, I try to kick some people over to you. I don't know if anybody came through, but we'll see. Did you have fun? Good. Take it easy, Lonnie. Good seeing you. I'm just loosening this up a little bit. I feel like it got a little heavy with the line iron in here. So, trying to respect the idea of the piece while just bringing out maybe what I can out of it a little more structure, if you will. Not too much. You know, like the craziness of it. It's part of the magic. But interpreting it myself now. A little bit of my own creative license, you know? I think he would have done a lot of this kind of stuff with it too. He wasn't really a computer guy, as you can imagine, being born in the 40s. They didn't really do a lot of computering back then. Yeah, I don't even know when the first home computer was a thing, but I feel like it was like the late 70s, maybe. I wonder if now I gotta look it up. Mid 70s. Then IBM started their big things in the 80s. So yeah, it was a computer. I remember in high school our teacher had us look up we got extra credit if we could find a dictionary that had a definition of a computer, you know, an older definition, and it was one who computes. You know, this was before obviously like machines. The definition of a computer was a person who did computing. It's crazy. And now we got people advocating for creator rights for robots. You know, that doesn't make any sense. Like if AI is just creating something, it doesn't have any protections. It's not a person. It doesn't need protections. It's not a thing. Let's not start that shit. Alright, so face base, and then we're going to do face colors on top. Actually, I kind of want to just like blend some of this shit. And I'll probably want to put this on top of that. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. So I created a Roku screensaver that has like a bunch of my art. I'll put a link out so you guys can, anybody that has a Roku can just subscribe to that, and your screen can just be, you know, when you're chilling, just like all this funky art from Colorful Carl, actually really like is cool. I really enjoy it. My wife and I will just sit there and look at them and talk about them sometime. That's pretty cool. Feels really good, you know? Just feel like out here making cool shit for the world to enjoy, maybe long after I'm gone. Who knows? Sort of coming along. I like to do a little dodge and burn in there, so we'll see if I can do some of that. There it is. We're gonna start with some dodge. We're gonna bring this nose up a little. Yeah. I don't think it's doing anything. Whatever. Linear light seems kind of cool. I should come up with like some, yeah, I think some teal and pink in the hair would be cool. Just sort of painting with whatever's there already. Yeah, let's do that. Also, shout out to Wacom for sponsoring me with this lovely little tablet. This isn't even like their expensive one, guys. This is their entry-level tablet, and I've made like all this crazy, amazing art on it for years. And I don't think this is even very expensive. It might be like $400. I don't know. You can really do a lot with it, and it's pretty fun. It can even hook up to your phone, like Samsung. It'll hook up to your phone and work as a display, and the tablet features work, so you could use like a drawing app on your phone. Yeah, it's $220, this thing. This might be the slightly bigger version, but it's not even crazy. Just so you guys know, it's definitely worth it. Derek's back from outer space. Well, good, bro. Welcome back, sir. We were missing you, you know? How we do here. Had to mint some NFTs earlier, as you're aware. I'm sure that wasn't as entertaining as you typically hope for. Derek's #1 super fan, for y'all that don't know him. It's been to every stream, 3 years going. One of my best friends. Love Derek. What do you think about the work in progress so far here, Derek? I kind of like it over there some. I don't know. It's amazing as always. I'm just not sure what I'm doing here, but I'm having fun with it all the same. Yeah, I don't know if I like that level, that layer. So like dreary. I kind of love it. It's like makes you feel like being depressed is a little okay, you know? I want more of this texture-y shit going on in the background, so let's do this. What is that even coming from? Oh, that's in the painting. Cool. Yeah, I love that. All right. Just gonna play around the background here. Got 47 viewers. I wish you guys would interact more. Definitely happy to talk and shoot the shit and have thoughts and feedback, and you tell me I suck or anything in between. I just like to not have to talk to myself. Let me see something. So can I take this. Let's do this. Cool. Copy. All right. And then we're gonna go over here and delete that. Hit paste. And I want to do this. I want to do this. Invert. I just want a generative fill to see what happens. See if I can get some weird textures and shit. I like to play with some of the randomness of this. Nope. We'll try a few more. You know, I probably have some good textures of dirt and shit that I've taken that I can just layer in photographs, you know? I love these new stream channels I found. Like, they're not annoying for the most part. Shout out to Epidemic Sound. Looking for some like cool textures. Something. Just browsing through all my pictures. I just searched for dirt. Searched for dirt and I found a picture of Derek. Where you at, Derek? You're right here. Let's see. So this is just like all my pictures. Here's Derek. Derek was doing some tile work in my backyard. Way to go, Derek. Oh, this might be cool. Ooh, that's kind of chunky. Yeah, I actually like that. Let's see. See if I can play with that. So we're gonna drop that in. Yeah, none of these are doing it for me. Go away. Alright, cool. So bam. Where are you at? Dirt. Cool. Alright, so here is my plan. I'm gonna cut that off. Cut that off. See, it's just like got some nice chunks and shales to it there. You know, like that's what I was looking for. I don't know, randomly in my photos of shit, I take way too many pictures. So I select it, I inverse the selection, then I do, and then I just click away from it again like a crazy person. So you hold control, you do the selection, boom, hold control and you click on the thumbnail, it does that when you click. And then generative fill, you just leave it alone and it should take that data and expand it and try to extrapolate more of that, right? So that should give me some good chunky stuff. So I can add some more texture in that background because I just really like it. Ooh. I don't know what that is. It's actually gross looking. I've taken so many cool pictures. How about cracked earth? You think that'll come up with anything? Like, what is that? Like, sometimes it's out and I was like, oh, this is a cool texture. I just take a picture of things. So that's not exciting. That's also not exciting. That's sort of exciting. Let's generate some more. $50 viewers. Pew pew. I gotta make like little like funny things to, I don't know, like 50 viewers, yeah. I don't know. Like a little button I can press and some shit springs off. I know people do cool things on their streams. I don't have time. I never have time to come up with more cool things. All right, so let's do add in more cracks into the mud. See what you come up with. Photoshop. Ooh, that front part's cool. Ooh, that part's even cooler. Alright, so look, I like this, but I don't like the whole thing. So then I'll go over to my layers. How do I keep losing layers? Cool, and then I'll cut this. I'm gonna do that. Actually, you know what? I don't even care, because I don't need all that. I just wanted that piece. Alright, so get my layers, palette, layers, fucking window. So I got inspired by this little piece back there. I thought this could do something similar, was the idea. So, you know, we're gonna see how it looks on top of that. And then we're gonna do layers. We're gonna punch the crackiness up, you know? Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Y'all just wait. You don't know yet. Actually, just kidding. I'm gonna fill in the rest of that. So I want to have be able to make a nice clean transition. So I'm playing with that a little bit. We'll see. So hopefully Photoshop will give me some more cracky, muddy shit. So this is all derivative of the piece I put in and just it trying to interpret what I want. But if I don't tell anything, it doesn't do a great job. So what do you know? Add more cracks. Cracked. Flaky? Did I spell flaky? Well, let's do that. Nature always inspires all my art. Like, I just go on walks in the woods as often as possible and just take pictures as much as I can of this cool shit. And yeah, see, that looks pretty cool. I don't like that green up there, and but yeah, I'll work with it. So go over to layers, merge it down, boom. All right, so then we're gonna pull this guy all the way to this level, and I can do a paste a layer style, and didn't do what I wanted, but that's okay because I didn't put in the right settings. So double click on this. It's gonna open up some settings here. So there's some options here. So I actually want to keep the dark cracks, see? And I want to do more of a like that, I think. Yeah. We'll pull out some more of the whites, and I'll lighten this up some. So that should look pretty cool. A little dramatic. Feels like it's tying together better though, for sure. So we got like before, after. So yeah, that's starting to look cool. So then I'm gonna do filter. I like to reduce the noise so it's not as hard edged. I also don't know if I want it in that direction. I think it might look cooler like this. Yeah, potentially. Sort of working. Just gonna check all the little blending modes here. See if one of them speaks to me more than others. So if I do multiply, I can knock it. I can do this and like make it lighter. Also play with these levels a bit and pull out some of the darks. No. Yeah, so it's not quite as dramatic. It's actually not bad. So it's adding some stuff in there, and I can go in and mask some shit out too. So I'm gonna do cracks. I don't know why my brain works this way, or if this is even coherent for most people. I've had other artists that I really respect come to my stream and just be like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like, my brain doesn't work like that, which, you know, is fine, you know, that's okay. Some of us are, you know, kind of have multi-generational madness in us, you know? Yeah, so I can just sort of mask out pieces of this, and then could probably do something similar with the face if I just did that, and then maybe make some multiply. I'm on the face. Split that out. Am I not on preview? Is there another face? Yes. No, that's not doing it for me at all. That is even worse. How about multiply and then stretch it out some? I don't know if I like it. Before, after. Yeah, it's working a little more for me. It has gotten awful noisy. That's what happens when you add in a bunch of cracks on top of everything. So. Yeah, so my process typically is make shit real crazy and then dial it back in. $53. I guess I should look over at Instagram. I haven't looked at Instagram all stream. There's too many windows and shit to manage, you know? Got 4 monitors and I still can't keep up with all this shit. Should that be green? Let's see. I almost feel like... No, it should be... Maybe some of this... I don't know. I'm not stressing it. There's a blur on a path option. I need to do that. Path blur. Yes. That's kind of cool. It's starting to work. Adding in some distinctive highlights of yellow coming from the right side. I don't know why. Feels like it's working though. This just was feeling a little flat, so you gotta punch it out sometimes. Dad used to love to do that with like white. He said you always gotta punch everything out with white at some point, so yeah, just trying to channel the old crazy bastard in my head every once in a while. He was a magical, insane person. But I think I'm going to be better than him. Which is what he would want, right? That's what every parent wants. Every teacher, every master wants the student to exceed them. At least they should, right? This one might actually be good when I'm done. It's crazy looking already. I love it. Bling! 53! 53 viewers. Let's go. Who we got? The Propagation. Let's go, my dude. Haven't stayed up late enough for the Propagation to get on here in a minute. How you been, dude? How was your stream? Thank you for the raid. Or did you raid? I don't know if you raided this time. Usually raid, but you've raided so many times that I probably didn't think you at least once, so. Out here just making a weird face again, bro. You know how I do. Pretty good. How, I think. What do you think? You're here now. You can be the judge. Oh, thanks, man. I'm just trying to have fun, make some cool shit to leave behind for people to enjoy after I'm dead. Yeah. That's the dream, I guess. Maybe some people will like it while I'm here. I'm gonna need a name for this piece soon. Might have showed up just in time. I don't know if Derek's still here. Wants to come up with some names. I feel like we're getting close on this one. Don't fade away. That could be a fun one. Don't hate it. What are you gaming on these days, bro? Like any particular game? Oh, cool. I never heard of that. What is that? Oh, did Rick and Morty. Quite an unhinged game. I don't know why my stream chat always cuts off. Pisses me off. I'm about to just like screen grab the other chat off the side. That sounds cool. Yeah, Rick and Morty is a ridiculously fun show. I'm sure the game is no different on that front. What was I gonna say? I don't remember now, so couldn't have been important. One day I'll remember. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, me and Z just started streaming. My boy. I was gonna tell you that. Made him a channel, Zany Z Streams, Zee streams. I got him on everything, but he's streaming mostly on. For now, we're just got him on YouTube. We're gonna get him over on, probably get him on a multi-stream eventually. But right now, I'm just gonna see if he's gonna actually do it on the regular. So got him set up on that today, which was pretty cool. Funny, like all these pieces for me are just like a little bit about like death and dying and your legacy, and I think that's why I like to do all these little fading away pieces. This whole thing is just like a experiment of consciousness. I've been playing Monster Hunter Wilds, which has been fun. You played that at all? Me and my kid have been playing it. Oh man, they're fun. We've been burning them up. But they are a grind. It's a slog, man. Like, you gotta really commit to them if you want to get anything out of them. And that is definitely not for everybody. A lot of nuance. The last one was garbage, but this one was actually really good. We've been having a lot of fun with it. Check out everything I'm up to, and then it just cuts off. You'll never know what I'm up to because the fucking thing cuts off. ColorfulCarl.com. You can check out everything I'm up to there. Lots of art, lots of creativity, lots of cool stuff in the world. Lots of volunteering for the Graphic Artists Guild. Doing a podcast. I do an insane amount of things on top of trying to be a great father and husband. And I'm sure I fail at all of it. I'm failing in the right direction, though. That's my motto. I have a crazy idea. I'm gonna do some rainbow clouds. Might be a stupid idea. Might not work. I'm gonna try it though. So I haven't messed with these. So I'm gonna play with some brush settings here. You can do color dynamics, and I'm going to do no saturation jitter. I'm gonna do a hue jitter like 58%. I don't know what purity does. I'm gonna do no control. Foreground background jitter 100%. Yeah, 100%. Alright, and then texture, shape dynamics. And then we're going to do the angle jitter is definitely good. Roundness might be cool. So this is going to be crazy. So I'm making some rainbow clouds. It's kind of doing what I wanted it to. Cool. And then I'm going to color dodge. Zoom in, damn it. So we'll do like a bright, so that's gonna get crazy right there. I don't know whose idea was this, but I'm gonna see if I can make it work. It's probably not gonna work, but it's okay. Color burn. In my head, that was going to be way different. But let me try something else real fast, because why not? Brush settings. I'm going to take this color dynamics off. Oh, good. It went away already. Good. Why are none of my buttons working? How annoying. Spacebar works. Looks like trash. I'm just getting rid of them. It was a failed idea. None of the freaking buttons are working. This is so stupid. Okay, now they're working. Great. That actually doesn't look horrifying there. Glad I didn't delete it. All right. I don't know if it looks good though. What if it was on the other side? It just turns into like mud. Oh, that's doing anything for anybody. I want it to work. Playing with it now. Sort of fun. Definitely don't like this over here. The question is it really adding anything? It's hard to say. Interesting. All right, I think I'm going to select all, copy, paste. Final touch-ups. All right, so it's getting close. I think I can work with that. Up to 54 viewers. Sweet. That light raised brush sucks. No. I don't know. I don't know where it's at. It's kind of cool. It's colorful. I don't really like the pink on the side of his face here. I don't hate it though, I just don't know what other color to put in there. Maybe more of this teal kind of comes in here. Maybe I'll make it just darker too. Put a post out on my LinkedIn today too. AIGA, if you guys are interested, there's the 40th anniversary huge conference in LA. It's in October. I want to say 9th through the 11th. Definitely check it out. If you buy a ticket, Epic listeners will get you 15% off if you put that into one word, Epic listeners, into your promo code when you buy your ticket. I'll give you guys this skinny real fast. I made a post today, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's October 9th through the 11th, AIGA 2025 Design Conference, 40th anniversary, AIGA.org. Again, Epic listeners will get you that 25% off. So AIGA.org, use code EPIC listeners. There it is. For 15% off on your tickets to the 2025 Design Conference in LA. October 9th to 11th. Boom. Let me see here. I just want this to do a little more blendiness. Alright, so then I got that. I'm gonna do copy merged paste, so that's just the face piece there. Now I'm gonna turn all these other layers back on. Okay, and this is gonna be up here. And then I wanna do filter path blur. See how that works for me. It looks pretty good. Filter, actually I like that. So then we're gonna move it back down under all that. On top of that, I think we'll go on top of that a little bit. I really don't hate that at all. So then filter, reduce noise. Filter Gaussian blur, just soften these little edges a little bit maybe. That's really neat actually. So I like that shape. So if I can do copy merged again, paste, throw all those back on there. So that shouldn't even matter. I'll do Gaussian blur. I just want to soften around these a little bit. Okay, it's pretty neat. Got the cracks on top, more textures. So then can we just like overlay it somehow? I don't know. Ah. So it's fun though. Having fun with it. I think I'm done, guys. I think I'm over it. I kind of like it dark in there, yeah. This is kind of cool. Hey, you. How you doing? What do you think about my piece? Is it there? Yeah, still streaming. I've been trying to quit for a minute. I just keep figuring out little things to do. I'd say 10 minutes. I'm quitting.
Well, I'm gonna go jump in the shower and then pass out.
Okay.
I gotta get up early. I'm gonna put Chelsea there.
Okay. Good night, baby. This is feeling good. God, I love it when it comes together. I'm just gonna keep fucking with it. Yeah, I think that's it. Doesn't need to get crazier. It's always fun just to see what happens when you just fuck with some colors at the end, yeah? Never know. So you never know, that could have been crazy amazing. No, I think we're in the right place here. Cool. Alright. We did it again, friends. Made dope art for the world to enjoy. Started crazy late on this one and still got a good piece in. I think teal. I need a name. Anybody still here? Is any lucky listener still here to help me name this piece? I was going to do it my damn self. Probably needs to be a little bigger. I guess it doesn't really matter. Hope somebody likes this. It was fun. We made art. Whoop whoop. It was fun. Alright, y'all. Well, thank you guys for coming out to the stream. TikTok can kick rocks. Whatever. Cool. Yeah, hope you guys had fun at the stream and everything was cool and you guys liked it and learned some stuff about NFTs and all the things. And I will see y'all next week. I'm just gonna keep doing faces for a while. I might finish up some other pieces, but I'm trying to keep it light and easy and kind of fun and entertaining and all the things. So thank you guys for coming by. Colorfulcar.com. Check it out. Prints, all the things. And I'll see y'all next week. Take it easy.